When I step up in the building, everybody's arms go up. Alright, I just got home from Okada. I'm ready to start unloading a big old mess that I've created over the last couple of weeks. But before I do, I just want to give a big shout out to Brett King for his Angler of the Year title this year. Brett, awesome job, man. We're all so proud of you. You earned every single point going towards that title, so congratulations, man. Very good job. Ready? We did go out there for the South Dakota Walleye Classic like 3 weeks prior to that event, just to get a good feel of the river and learn a few things. And I'll tell you what, just going out there prior to that event really helped us get a leg up on the pre-fishing for the championship. It really did. It eliminated a lot of water. It gave us ideas for what to do when we came back out there for practice. And on top of that, the FLW tournament that went down in Pierre was won on a completely fresh tactic new to the Pro-Am circuits in walleye fishing. You know, it's been used a lot in other tournaments in certain select areas of the country, but the spinnerbait program, you guys, is definitely here to stay now, and it's something we had a lot of fun with in practice. I mean, we caught a lot of fish in practice doing that. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out quite the way I wanted it to for the tournament, but that's tournament fishing, you know, so when that doesn't go right, what do? Go back to your flicker shads, right? No, anyways, the practice period itself, it went pretty good. We had, I don't know, 150 miles of river to check out, not including all the major creek arms from the Cheyenne to the Grand and everywhere in between. So besides the overwhelming amount of water that we had to search out, we were able to really narrow it down to a few select groups of trees and structures that Brett was able to catch his fish off of near the Mobridge area, and it all worked out really good.
Hey everyone, it's the last day. We're getting ready to put the boat on the trailer. Weather changed quite a bit. Fishing got a little tougher today. Didn't check out any of our primary spots, but did look at some other stuff, and it wasn't what we expected, so not really sure what to expect for tomorrow. Gonna go fishing, hope for the best, and make some adjustments.
Alright, morning of day 2. I absolutely sucked yesterday, but cool thing is I got Justin Schneider here. He's been my traveling partner pretty much all year, and finally we get to fish together in an actual tournament day. So I'm going to ride him hard. We're going to catch a fish though. Let's go get him, buddy. Are you ready? At the end of the day, you know, I went across to a shoreline with only one fish on my card, and I started trolling from point to point to point, following the contour with some lead core, you know, in that like 14 to 20 foot zone with some lead core. And at the same time, I put a couple planer boards up on shore with some number 7 flicker shads, number 6, and number 5. So number 5, 6, and 7 flicker shads up on boards up against shore, and was able to whittle off a bunch of fish. On the second day, you know, halfway through the first pass, we popped our first over of the day, and from right then and there, we were just like, this is awesome. You know, Justin was pumped, I was pumped. We were working together really well, obviously, because we've been fishing together for days and days prior to the event, so you know, it was a really advantage from my point, because I didn't have to do any explaining, really. He knew what my program was going to be. It really felt like we were fishing a team tournament. You know, there wasn't any awkwardness or anything like that. Not that there ever really is, but it's just a little bit different feel, you know, when you're with somebody that you've fished a lot of hours with. It just changes the dynamic of the day a little bit, and that can make big differences throughout the day. from there we proceeded to whack, you know, another 6 or so overs, and before you knew it, we had over 25 pounds on the card, and the day was looking pretty good. So I barely squeaked into the cut for the third day, thanks to a great day with Justin on day 2. And my game plan was the same. You know, at the end of the day on day 2, we did sneak into a little cup, and I found a group of trees that no one was fishing, and I lost a big one, and I caught a 20 1/4 incher or something like that, which didn't do me any good for that day, but I got him on the spinner baits. And so I'm thinking, all right, I got a safety net. If the shoreline doesn't go the next day, I have those trees to fall back on, and I'll probably get a big kicker if it's my day, right? So day 3, I get out there. My co-angler's name was Jerry Nice. I look at his hands in the morning, and one hand, it looked like it was 2 hands from 2 different people. One was just completely swollen. He could hardly bend it. He was holding it. I could see him wincing in pain. The poor guy fished all day with me with a broken hand, and we went through some pretty nasty waves too to top off the morning. And I'll just give that guy a lot of credit for hanging in there. You know, a lot of other people would have probably said, screw it, I'm not even fishing today. But Jerry held in there, and he was a great guy to have in the boat. We had a lot of fun together, and it was a great day. But man, I just feel bad for the guy. His hand was just busted up. It wasn't from me either. It was from a rough boat ride. I think it was with Chase Parsons on the first day. So it wasn't my fault. But anyways, our shoreline program worked almost the same way. You know, the overs that we got weren't quite the same overs, although we did get a 23 incher, which was a nice fish. But we only got 6 of our 7 overs off that spot. So then I went across the river to that other spot in the cup, tried to pull these spinner baits through there, and it didn't work. You know, I ended up losing a fish and catching a big bass or something like that. And so it just wasn't meant to be. So I ran across and finished up the day out there. But regardless, you guys, it was a good tournament overall. I mean, for our team to end up in the top 13, you know, not bad. We've had better this year, but it's all good. You know, just looking forward to next year. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in to watch these. You know, it makes it worthwhile for me to go out and do these for you. Hopefully next year, as a one-man show, it's hard enough for me to try to get this out to you on a real-time basis. So thanks for being patient with me getting this stuff up to you as soon as I get back from tournaments. But next year, hopefully a few things change, and we got some pretty neat things in store for you next year. So stay tuned. And stop by over the rest of the off season here, because hopefully I have some tips and tricks and just some good stuff to share with you throughout the rest of the season. But other than that, you guys take care. Appreciate everything, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.